Hi there, Chris here. Real quick Chubb Cruiser picking tutorial for beer can bushcraft, or tinny as he's sometimes known. So you get a Chubb Cruiser. Okay, here's the fitting on this key. The best way to tension them is with a Chubb key that has been filed down. You leave that little gap and that little nub, that's all you leave. And you file it flat enough so that you can use this type of pick wire. Real quick, let's see, we'll start with the fat one. Fat one is 1.5. The rise is 11.2. And it's flat, and I flatten them here and a little bit here. Whoops, sorry. Here and here. Sometimes I do there just to make it easier to get in. So that's the bigger wires. These also work. Some of the newer Chubbs, you need a thinner wire. 1.2. The rise is 11.4. And you want to make sure these are pretty right angle. This one's a little off, but it doesn't bother me. But if it's too far off, you're not going to be able to pick out the single levers. Okay, so let's rotate down a little bit. We are locked up, and you push your tensioner in. You can hear it's on the bolt. Hear that sound? Hopefully you can hear that sound. We'll move that out of the way. I guess I'm going to use the bigger one here. In. Okay. Chubb Cruisers, for the most part, I use light tension almost always. And I'll go to the back of this lock and try and pick up the last lever. So I got a little click on it, and I might come to the front. And you see, I'm just giving it little turns. And what you want is slight movement, just slight movement, and that will get you in. Now, they're not all gonna pick that easily. We're gonna reset this and try and pick it into a false gate so you'll know what that looks and feels like. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna swap out locks. I'm going to move to the evil bent key one because this one will fall into a false gate like nobody's business. And you want to know how that works. I can pick them with either of these wires unless it's a newer one, and then the clearance is not quite as large. So pull it out, pull your tensioner out a little bit. That compresses the levers so they'll stay where you try and put them. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There's a low one in there that it's hard to get to. And that, if you got a really low one, you might want to use the other wire. Okay, I'm trying to get textbook lock out here. Okay, there we are. You saw that bit more movement. That means I'm in a false notch or false gate. So the only way to get that out of there is listen, drop them all, and start over. So I'll see if I can show you that big movement that you don't want to get. So far we haven't got there. Watch the tensioner. I think we're already there. Maybe not. Come back. Sometimes it goes where it's not supposed to go. Yeah, I think we're already in a false gate, but we didn't get the big movement. Come on, get out of there. Usually I don't have that problem. I'm going to go thinner here just because it might make it easier to show. All right, we're in. Well, see, it's very difficult to make them do what you want it to do. Okay, I got a bit of movement, but it felt like it was, for this one, felt like it went into a false gate. There's a little bit more. We might still be alive. I'm going to lighten up my tension, see if we can't salvage the pick. And we can't. So, reset. Let's see. Let's try 3 right off, see if we go into... That was a pretty big movement. Mostly you're going to feel the movement more than you're going to see it. Not doing too well with that wire. Keeps getting stuck. One more time. But I think you're getting the idea. That was a big movement. That was another big movement. So we're probably already frozen out of this one. Yeah, no upward movement. You're totally locked out. Have to reset it. They just fell down. They didn't make the noise this time. 1, 2, 3, big movement into that false gate. Now, sometimes you can just sort of release all tension and keep picking, and it may fall down and you can continue picking, but for the most part, you're probably in a false gate and you're doomed. Just have to try another go at it. And this is like a particularly tough lock. Come on. There we go. So I think that shows it very quickly. Hopefully that's helpful, but really, you really do need, I don't pick these other than with 2-pick wires. I don't pick these with anything, or I don't tension them with anything but a cut down Chubb key. All right, hopefully that helps, Tinny. Later.